What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on the channel. This is your SmackDown and AEW Rampage review for November 5th, 2021. I am your host, Phil, and this is Outside the Brand. We got some guests here tonight. Z-Doc, the Sports Kid, Z, whatever you want to call him, he's here. We are finally going to get this thing going. He wanted to join us for the Rampage and SmackDown review. This night was pretty okay, but I'm gonna say this right now. We had the return of our tribal chief Roman Reigns, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Other than his segments, I did not really like the show tonight. I really didn't. But I'll get you guys' thoughts on everything as we go along. We had a good match between McIntyre and Ricochet. I will say that match was pretty cool. That ending was sick. We had some new faces show up tonight in Rich Holland and Aaliyah. We had the rest of Hit Row show up tonight, in which turned out to be honestly a worthless segment, just showing off how you can do your entrance. And yeah, and then we had the main event with who's bending the knee, so to speak. And on the Rampage side, we had a great night of professional wrestling. We had Adam Cole and John Silver just absolutely killing it out there. That was a professional wrestling match if I did not see one. Max Caster took a shot at John Laurinaitis and the releases that happened this past Thursday, which I'm going to be completely honest, I loved every single second of it. But before I move on, I have to say, trust me, guys, we will be doing a full video just on those releases alone, because the releases that happen on Thursday deserve that. So we will be doing that at some point in the near future. And then let's not forget the absolute gold that we had in the ring tonight between Eddie Kingston and CM Punk. That was absolutely phenomenal. And if you guys did not see that, go out and find it for yourself. But guys, as always, we'll be going down every single thing that happened tonight on the SmackDown and AEW Rampage. But guys, if you have missed anything on the channel, our Raw review, NXT review, Dynamite review are all on the channel waiting for you on the homepage. Follow us on social media. All the links for our TikToks are down in the description. I will be putting Z-Docs, Z Sports Kid, Z, whatever you want to call him. His link for TikTok will be down in the description as well as soon as this video does publish live on the channel. And if you want to listen to MFN Right Remix by Loth and Bash, that link is down there in the description. Get the stream to 10 likes. That will be greatly appreciated. Hit that like button. Hit the bell for all notifications. And also hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss when we go live. Without further ado, let's talk about the show. Guys, who the heck are you? Why are you here? And what did you see on SmackDown and Rampage tonight, other than a pretty good night of professional wrestling? What's going on, y'all?
Yo, is this thing on?
Yeah. What's up?
First of all, I want to say, Nate, I have that exact same hoodie.
Yes, sir.
I was about to put that joint on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I seen it in a couple of your videos, bro.
Yeah, I like that. But what's up? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? SmackDown, I mean, Roman Reigns was back. That was like Phil said, the highlight of the night. I'm very disappointed that Jeff Hardy is only being used for backstage segments at this particular moment. I'm gonna try to let it slide. I'm gonna wait for it. But I saw him back there with Aaliyah, and while it was funny, and I got another annoyed Jeff Hardy picture, which I will change my profile picture to eventually, before this stream is over. tonight was okay. I was happy to see Ricochet answer Drew McIntyre's challenge. Everything else was just weird. Hit Row was weird. The whole Naomi thing made me mad. It was just it was a really weird night. I didn't see Sasha Banks, which was very tough. I don't know where she's at. I don't like not seeing her on the SmackDown. As for AEW, I did not watch the whole show, but I am in the process of watching CM Punk Eddie Kingston because everyone's on my phone. Oh my God, you got to see CM Punk Eddie Kingston. So that's what I'm doing right now.
They legitimately just did not see the show. Okay, all right.
You know I don't like it. You know I don't like it. Well, look. I saw Red Velvet one. That made me happy, made me smile. Next week she's going to get absolutely demolished by Jade Cargill. So we're just prepare ourselves for that. I saw the bunny with an actual bunny thing on her face. I don't know how long she's been wearing that, but that was the first time I saw it, and she looked terrifying. She's
been doing that for a bit.
That's terrifying. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But yeah, I mean, all I really want to see is the CM Punk Eddie Kingston thing. I can't tell you how many messages I got. People telling me to watch this, and it better be good. Damn it. So yeah, but everything else, I'm in the process of going back because I was definitely on Twitch during AEW because I did not want to watch that show.
Yeah, for 4 minutes I saw that, and it didn't work out because the stream lagged.
Yeah, I had to restart it, and I was on it for like damn near about like 40 minutes of Rampage. I did not want to watch it tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It is so insane. Adam Cole was in the main event, and this guy does not give two shits.
I really don't.
What, bro?
I really don't. I ain't gonna lie to y'all today. Y'all know I don't like AEW, so don't act like it's different. Don't.
Yeah, but Adam Cole.
Okay, what the fuck? Okay, Jeff Hardy. Like we can say names all we want. I'm gonna watch it later, but I just didn't feel like watching it tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tough.
Nate, come on. What'd you see tonight? Love you off. I know you know I did.
What's going on, y'all? Nate the Great here. Keep the love, stop the hate. You feel me? Man, SmackDown was AEW was good as always. Was kind of heated during SmackDown because my live got taken down for like a good 10 minutes and I had to restart it. TikTok once again catching me and suspending my live. I don't know if it was TikTok or someone reporting my stuff, but you already know how that is, man. But either way, as far as the shows, SmackDown was, like I said, okay. Roman Reigns coming back. Bro, they did my guy Kofi Kingston dirty at the end, bro. Like,
that made me so mad,
they did my guy Kofi dirty at the end. But AEW fire, especially that CM Punk and Eddie Kingston promo. My God, the intensity in that promo, jeez. But
and we're gonna go over it because I got some stuff to say.
I'm not trying to get into it right now. But I already know we're gonna go over it.
They had some shit to lay down.
Yeah, that
God.
Promo and the show was amazing. So, but yeah, man, that's all I got.
Yo, Z, what's up, my man?
Z,
y'all already know what it is. One half of the tag team champion, Roman, aka Z the Sports Kid. Y'all already know. Let's get this show started. SmackDown was great. Rampage was great. Let's get this started. Woo!
All right, let's do this, y'all. We're gonna be talking about SmackDown first, as you guys can see from the background. Don't worry, backgrounds will be updating. The logo will be updating very soon. I just got all the stuff put into the system when it comes to the guy that was actually working on everything. He's getting all of that set up, and we could possibly be seeing it within the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for all of that. But guys, we kick off Friday Night SmackDown with our tribal chief, the head of the table, the Universal Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Roman Reigns is here. And guys, he grabs the microphone because whenever the microphone needs somebody to speak into it, it's always going to be Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets on the mic and says, last week, your tribal chief wasn't on SmackDown because when you smash someone like Brock Lesnar, pause.
Jesus.
You got to celebrate. So I took a vacation. And I heard y'all grumbling, complaining, where's the head of the table? Where's my tribal chief? But don't worry, I'm here now. So tiny little no-name town, acknowledge me. Now, he goes on to say, I got to tell y'all, I had a great week. He then went on to say that he was on a private island. He was, in his birthday suit. I'll say it like that. Having a good time. His wife was loving it, and it was just a great and old time. But apparently, not everyone had a great week. In fact, it was a bad week for all of us because last week, the tribal chief was not here. So, you want to know who else had a bad week? That dumbass Brock Lesnar. So he just calls Brock Lesnar a dumbass, like it's okay, right? I mean, like it's okay, Laf. He just calls him a dumbass.
Yeah.
Because he had to go ahead and get himself fined $1 million and suspended indefinitely. And you can go ahead and point the finger here and thank me because I'm the one responsible for it. I got the juice around here and I make things happen. He asked the wise man Paul Heyman what happened last week. Paul tries to explain to him what happened between himself and Caleb Braxton, saying that Caleb was trying to antagonize him and all that, and he's like, no, not that, you dummy. What happened last week? Once Paul's figured it out, he says that the Usos had a match with the New Day, non-title, of course, because we would never have the titles on the line without you being here on the Island of Relevancy. Roman asks, who won the match? Paul Heyman says, the New Day. Roman said, you like the New Day, huh? I like them too. I think they're entertaining. I think they're great. But they're not as good, but they're not better than the Bloodline. I'm having trouble understanding why the Usos lost last week. He then asked the Usos who got pinned in that match last week. Both Usos pointed to each other. Just blaming the other brother, as they always do. And at the end of the day, it was Jimmy. Jimmy was the one to get pinned. And Jay said, look, I know better, Us. I know better not to get pinned. That right there was just a little bit of a jab, and I liked that. I don't know why I liked that so much, but I did. He said, I just know better. I know better not to lose. So Roman asked Jimmy what he's going to do to fix this tonight, and Jimmy then said that he will beat Woods tonight. Woods then comes out and says that he thought that when you are a king, you sit at the head of the table. He then proceeds to make fun of the name of head of the table, and he said that Roman had to make a t-shirt to make sure that he knows where to sit. Xavier then lays out the challenge to Jimmy to where if Jimmy wins, Xavier has to bend the knee to the tribal chief. But if Xavier wins, Jimmy has to bend the knee and bow down to the king. The Usos say that they don't bend the knee to nobody, but Roman just accepts the challenge on their behalf. And that was it. That was your main event for tonight. Xavier versus Jimmy, who will bend the knee. pretty overall good segment. I think this was an okay thing to get Roman back on the air. But I have to ask you guys, with 18 people that were released last week, the best main event that you could possibly do is Jimmy Uso versus Xavier Woods. I'm not so sure about that. I'm really not. But that's just the landscape we got now.
I mean, we know they obviously don't like building new stars when they already have something that they're working on. They don't like to multitask. I love the main event. I just think that I'm not mad at the main event. I just wish that as far as like the people on the roster, I wish that was the matches that filled up the show instead of the tag team matches. Like I don't need to see Happy Corbin and all that. I don't need to see all that. That's when I think you fill in the new stars for like the people that you just got to the roster. But I mean, the beginning segment, I didn't realize I was gonna be the main event, but I was very entertained with it. It was just the middle part. I think that's the most important part of SmackDown. Because I realized when I was watching the show, I realized that SmackDown is really run by segments. Like the best parts of SmackDown are usually the backstage and the promos and in the ring. It's never really the matches.
No.
And that's I think that's like the weird part of SmackDown, because like SmackDown used to have like 7-8 matches on it. Like I'm like I want to say 2007 to maybe damn near all the way to the end of the SmackDown Live era. And like both of those prime times in like in that low period of like 2012 to 2015, I would say, but whatever. But this era of SmackDown is definitely run by Roman Reigns, and what he says at the beginning or end of the show is definitely run by one of the top female, whether that be Becky or Sasha or whoever, what they say and how that goes into the main event. And everything else in the middle of it, it's just like, bleh. You know, it's either really hit or really miss. Drew McIntyre and Ricochet was good, but it was just like the other tag team matches. I didn't need to see that. You have so many people on this roster, like I said earlier, freaking not even only Jeff. I would even put, even what happened last week, I would have had Shotzi and Sasha have a match, but no, Shotzi cuts a promo for about, I don't know, a minute, maybe two, and then we just go on, continue the show. You know, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I was cool to open the segment. That was cool.
I did not watch SmackDown last week, so neither today. So I don't got that much information. And I just want to say I did not share the tier because they released Carrion. He was gonna be a main event.
Sucks, man.
But Shotzi won.
Oh man. This segment right here, it was a great way to open up SmackDown. Of course, Tribal Chief missed last week, so it's only right that he came out this week to open it up. That little jab from which one was it? Was it Jimmy or was it Jay?
Jay said that he knows better not to lose.
Jay, okay, yeah. So that little jab from Jay, that was crazy. Yeah, so that little jab from Jay was hilarious. But yeah, man, bend that knee. But like I don't know why, but slowly down the line, even though the bloodline is doing so good, and that little jab from Jay and everything, I feel like the Usos is slowly gonna go away from Roman. If not both of them, one of them is gonna go away from Roman. So that's just what I'm thinking.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just what I'm thinking. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, not right now because they're like the hottest thing in WWE right now. So it would be stupid to break them up now. But yeah, slowly down the line. I don't know when I believe that they're gonna break up sometime, but we'll see what happens. It's WWE, expect the unexpected.
After that, we had a commercial break because, well, they always have to get their commercial breaks in there. And then when we come back, we had the first match, which was Naomi trying to get her revenge on Shayna Baszler. Winner of the match turned out to be Naomi via a roll-up, of course. So roll-up season is here.
Roll-up season.
But as soon as the match ends, Sonya comes out and says, no one's going to leave the ring until I make my remarks. Naomi, right before the pinfall, you grab the rope, which should have caused a rope break. And which means the hold should have been released. Which means the pinfall should not have counted. Rules are rules, and I have to restart the match. The match restarts. Shayna wins by having Naomi pass out in the Kirifuda clutch. I hate this storyline with Naomi. I really do not like it. I hate everything that they're doing about it. Naomi is treated like an absolute fucking loser, and there's just no other way around it. There really isn't a way around it. Naomi is a fucking loser. At the end of the day. She is. It's not her fault. It really is not her fault. I'm not saying this is her fault by any means, but she is a fucking loser. She has not done legitimately anything over the course of 2 years. If that. If maybe even more. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Naomi, but I'm really scared for her job. For her job security at this rate. Because they already released 18 superstars. What makes you think that they're not going to release any more? That's just how I'm going to have to say on that.
Bro, this segment made me so mad, and I don't know why. Well, actually, no, I do know why. This shit's fucking stupid, but if her rules, if her explanation for Naomi's pin not counting, that takes away like definitely half of the half of the match outcomes like this year. Half of them ended like that. That basically takes away Becky's freaking win on Raw because she grabbed the ropes about 3 seconds before the taking off the turnbuckle. Like that takes away like more than half of the matches on Raw and SmackDown and maybe NXT combined. And yeah, ever come out there and just give the worst explanation possible on why Naomi did not win after we just saw her win. And I see what they're doing. I feel like they're trying to go for a whole Daniel Bryan under the authority angle with this, but I ain't gonna lie, Sonya is one of the most annoying people on the mic, and it's not. She's an amazing wrestler, but damn it, she annoys the hell out of me when she's talking, and it's just like I don't know what it is with these amazing wrestlers getting these terrible scripts and going out there and just sounding terrible on the mic, and me not liking them because of that. And then you got Naomi, who everyone likes to disregard what Jazz just said, that she's been a 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion. I haven't heard that referenced for more than 10 seconds at all. I feel like they probably said that once during this whole storyline. And even when she wins, she loses. She literally won the match, and then about 15 seconds later, nah, you lost. It's just like I can't imagine her getting released because a very short time ago, she was technically the top of the brand as far as SmackDown goes. And it's just like
when?
go Huh?
When? When was Naomi ever on top of the SmackDown brand?
When she had the championship twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long ago was that?
3-4 years ago.
I was at shoot some years.
Exactly. She has done shit in the past 3 to 4 years.
It doesn't. Okay, so whose fault is that?
No, hers. I know that, and I know it's WWE creative, but you know she's been treated like a fucking loser for the past 3 or 4 years.
That's my issue. During the SmackDown Live era, Naomi was that because she was on the show every week. She was winning championship matches. She was that, and she still is that, but they're not going to use her because she's not the 4 horsewomen or Bianca. So you have her in this place to where she's either. I don't see this feud going anywhere because whenever Sonya wants to fight her, whenever the fuck that happens, I really don't care when that happens because Sonya's probably going to find a way to win that and just push Naomi farther down the hole that she's in right now. It's like it's pointless, you know. It's pointless and it's annoying. And they already destroyed Shayna Baszler's character because she was breaking people's arms on Raw, and she comes back here and now she's just Sonya's bodyguard, just choking out Naomi.
Shayna's the one who's calls at this point. She's nothing right now.
So I don't know what the direction is with this. I don't know how this is supposed to make Naomi look better because you haven't even had her in the same ring as any of the top women in I don't know how long. You either have her backstage or now you have her out here with Sonya and Shayna, and it's not good. It hasn't been good. It won't be good until like a match happens. I'm not even sure a match is going to happen because they don't even know what they're doing. It seems. So I don't know. I can't talk. I can't talk about it much more. I don't know.
It's so ridiculous.
3 words: waste of time.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I was about to say, Loth is spitting straight facts. Like, yeah. Like I don't know where they're gonna put Naomi and Shayna. I don't know how long this freaking feud is gonna happen with all of them and Sonya Deville. Like I don't know. And then like another problem is that the freaking roster, well, as far as the women's division, it's getting smaller. It's not getting any bigger. Because I believe a couple of weeks ago, Phil, did you say that it was like 10 active women on the roster?
Seven superstars are on the SmackDown roster. Or Raw, whatever one. I know 7 is on one of the 2 brands rosters.
Yeah, so and then we just released DFAB, which was another one. We released
Nia Jax. Another 6.
Yeah, we released Nia Jax. I don't know if Nia Jax was on SmackDown or not.
She was on Raw, so I don't even know how many were on Raw, but
yeah.
I think as of right now, there's only 6 people on SmackDown for the women's division.
Yeah, so like, bro, if WWE keep releasing this talent, bro, they ain't gonna have enough people for the Royal Rumble, which is crazy.
They don't, as it is,
bro. And I'm going to it. I don't want to, bro. I want to see that. Like,
you know what? That brings up a very good point. I am going to. All right, let's do this. Let's do this right now, because this is literally getting all of us pissed off. And
I done started something. My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
What's happening now?
All right, on Raw, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Dana's still here. Yeah, 5, 6.
That's who I was surprised didn't get cut.
7.
Was Shayna. I mean, not
8.
Shayna. Dana Brooke.
9, 10. All right, so there's 10. So there's 10 people. 10 women on Raw. SmackDown. 1, 2. Okay. Don't like seeing her on SmackDown, but that is 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 6, 7. Oh, okay. Wait a second. 8 and 9. They finally updated some stuff. So there's a total of 19 people across the 2 brands. which honestly is a lot more than I thought.
So it's 19 active women on both.
19 active women on Raw and SmackDown.
I was about to say, excluding Asuka and Bayley.
Asuka and Bayley, yeah. I don't know when Asuka's coming back, and Bayley, she's still injured for the time being.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, they released B-Fab. We'll talk about Hit Row tonight because Hit Row was fucking garbage, as always. But and then yeah, Xia Li has some kind of promo package tonight. I don't know if she's debuting next week. Oh, and Lacey, but that's still Lacey Evans. So technically 20. So they're gonna have to call out at least 10 of the legends to come back, which I don't even think a lot of them will. But yeah, it's hard out here, y'all. I mean, when there's 20 people on these two rosters and only like 5 or 6 of them being used, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
Roman segment number 2, because we had a second segment involving Roman Reigns. We had more, but trust me, that's why I did parentheses number 2, because there were more. Roman is backstage talking to the Usos, and he says, like, I take one vacation, and SmackDown sucks. It's almost as bad as Raw. Shot at Monday Night Raw. I like you, Roman Reigns. That's why I like you. Keep it up. Jimmy then laughs at what he said, and Roman asks if this is funny. Jimmy then jumps back and says, look, I mean no disrespect. Roman then asks Jay, what don't we do? Jay says lose. And why don't we lose? Because we the ones. Jay said that they got this, and then they walk off. At once. Roman's like, how many times do I have to clean up your goddamn mistakes? That was said later on, but I mean, he's like, look, I don't have to clean this shit up. That's all on you. That's all on you. Go out there and win tonight. A lot of pressure was set on Jimmy Uso tonight for that SmackDown main event.
Man, first of all, I thought the freaking Roman Reigns talking about the Raw thing, I thought that was absolutely hilarious because I never expect that to be in the script for them to say, yeah, just fuck Raw. I very much enjoyed that. That definitely got a big laugh out of me. I love Raw slander, but I do definitely see what they were talking about. Like eventually, like the cracks are starting to show again. And I remember when this first started, the whole bloodline thing, and I was like, this can go for a few months, but there's only so long you're gonna get disrespected by this big Roman man, like this guy. You're not gonna get disrespected too much by him. I don't care if it's your cousin, your brother, your sister, your mother. I don't care what he is, and too many times you're gonna disrespect me, you know. So as good as this may be, and people are like, "Oh, let's get the whole family in this." Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, just try it. I mean, it's already starting to crack now. So I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know why, but one of these days, this thing's gonna break, and I think it's gonna. Whenever it does break, that's when we start to see where Roman really lies as far as like how long his championship reign will be, because even with the whole ending of tonight, it's just it's annoying the fuck out of me. But that every time I say that, everyone's like, "Oh, they're heels." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yeah." Yeah, they're heels, yeah, but this shit's still fucking annoying. The writing of this is still annoying. I don't care if they're a heel or not. You can make heels not look weak, you know. Because as soon as I said that Roman was disrespecting the Usos, and they're like, "Oh, they're trying to keep Roman look strong." Roman is strong. You don't have to make Roman Reigns look strong. I want to stop that narrative right the fuck now. We do not have to make Roman Reigns look strong. Look at him. He's strong. You don't have to. No, don't. WWE does not have to go backstage. All right, guys, we gotta figure out how to help him make him look strong. We gotta make Roman look strong. Look at his big ass. He's strong as shit. We don't need to make him look strong. He is what he is. No one says we need to make the fucking Big Show look tall. His big ass walk to the TV, walk to the screen. You see him. He's tall. The fuck? Like it's so annoying because it went on the whole show. It goes on every single week, except with the exception of last week, because Roman Reigns was apparently running naked with his wife in the island, which I didn't need to know. But anyway, you don't have to make everyone look strong. They're gonna make everyone who you put at the top of this brand, at top of their storylines, they already look strong. They already look like that. He's the fucking Universal Champion. You don't have to do all this stuff. You don't have to throw the Usos in the traffic to make him look bigger than he is. The Usos are already established as one of the best tag teams of our generation. They already established that. So it's like it's just I hate the term "let it play out" because half the shit every time when it plays out, they just run into the ground.
When I let it play out, they disappoint me.
Yeah, people say, "Oh, let it play out." Yeah, but every time I hear "let it play out," the person who's in it either gets released or buried or both. So we know Roman Reigns is not going to get released or buried. We know the Usos are not going to get released or buried. I hope to God not. But this whole thing, it was cool for a minute, but now the segments and the matches is starting to get a little tough.
Everybody and their mother told me to let it play out when Karrion Kross lost to Jeff Hardy on Raw.
Yeah.
Look at where Karrion Kross is now, motherfuckers. Look at where Karrion Kross is now. In the unemployment line. It's not his fault, but he's there. And now he has to wait 90 days.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I love the way Roman roasted Raw. All right, let's get one thing straight. Roman, he's not going to lose that Universal title to no Pete, to no Jeff Hardy, to no Brock Lesnar.
He's going out your book.
You gonna say that in my face?
I was just saying, man, he just came out with the aggressiveness, my guy. He came straight out like, "Hey, listen."
To no Cena, to nobody.
Oh yeah, he disrespected me. I ain't gonna.
Now he just
bro, you can't.
He gonna stack him.
Bro, you can't be coming on the podcast and be disrespecting folks, bro.
Gotta make it clear.
Gotta make it a little bit interesting, you know.
I feel his vibe.
Oh man, but bro, my guy Loth was spitting straight facts, and he basically said the same thing that I said, bro. Like this stuff, like I said, they gonna break up like soon. I believe it's gonna be soon. Because, like I said, just like how when they first started, when Jimmy came back and said, like, "Hey," he said, "Y'all cool, but I ain't nobody's B word, bro." That's how the Usos is gonna be to Roman, bro. They like Law said, you can take so much slander from Roman, bro. Like one day they're just gonna leave and Roman's gonna be on his own, which is probably gonna be good. It'll make him look, probably more dominant. Probably.
I'm telling you right now, that's actually how this thing is gonna go down, and like the Usos are just gonna say "fuck you, Roman," and they're just gonna go on their own way.
Right.
That's gonna be very interesting because I never thought of it in that way, but with the way that they've actually been doing it over the past few weeks and just trying to say, all right, how can we actually get this thing going and progressing? That's honestly a really interesting way to go about it.
Yeah, because like I said, you could take so much slander from Roman, like how Jimmy did tonight when he was laughing and Roman was like, "Oh, you think this is a game, bro? We don't lose."
Like, you think I'm here to pop you? Like I heard whoa,
bro, I'm pop you. Like, bro, who do you think you are, Roman?
Probably his own cousin.
like, who the heck do you think you are, bro? Bro, you better sit down. Yeah, like I said, they're gonna get tired of it, and eventually they're gonna leave. When, I don't know, but it's gonna happen like sooner or later. But yeah,
Hopefully never.
Hopefully never. After that, guys, we had an interview with Rich Holland. So one of the new faces that got drafted over to SmackDown. I still think this is way too soon, but we'll talk about that another day. Kayla asked, what is Rich looking forward to now that he's on SmackDown? Rich then said that he gets to meet his idol, Sheamus. He then said that he remembers when he beat John Cena for the WWE title, and he was ecstatic. When he won the Royal Rumble, his friends and himself almost wrecked their local pub. And then when he cashed in the Money in the Bank, he was just extremely happy. He's learned everything that he knows now because of Sheamus, and that is bad news for the rest of the roster. Why? Why Sheamus? First of all, you were paired up with Pete Dunne over on NXT. So that right there just made no sense. You learned what you have learned because of Pete Dunne, not Sheamus. Not Sheamus. You haven't even met Sheamus yet. I don't even think you and Sheamus have even crossed paths. Ever. So that just makes no sense. But if they are trying to pair him up with somebody like a Sheamus, that I don't mind. Because Ridge needs somebody. I'm sorry, I don't think he could stand on his own. I think he can be on his own once he's actually, I don't know, built up a bit more. But for right now, pairing him with somebody I think is going to be the best thing for him. So Sheamus, I'm not too upset with that, but we just need to see where things go from here. And I don't like waiting because when I wait, I get impatient. And when I get impatient, this shit's going to fail. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir, fella.
you got anything to say, Loth?
I didn't hear a word. That's going to cut out for like the past 5 seconds. What did you say?
Okay. Rich Holland said that pretty much everything that he learned was from Sheamus. Which makes no sense because he was with Pete Dunne over in NXT for all those months or whatever, right? Yeah. So that just made no sense. But like I said, if you pair him with somebody like a Sheamus, that I don't mind because I don't think right now, with the way that SmackDown is, he can't stand on his own. So him being paired up with a guy like Sheamus, I don't mind that at all. But I need to see where this goes because right now they're only mentioning him with Rich. They haven't even met each other yet, let alone team with each other. So I ask you, are you just willing to see where this goes, or are you going to get impatient like me? And when people get impatient like this, it can ultimately fail in the end. So it's going to be a very interesting thing on how they try to pair up Sheamus with Rich Holland, of all people.
Look, I'm going to say it like this. I don't want to see Sheamus and Rich Holland in a tag team. I don't want to see Sheamus in any tag team. I know everyone loves the bar of Sheamus and Cesaro. I don't like Sheamus and Cesaro as a tag team. I think both of them are so much better solo. And I feel like over time, you got someone like Sheamus who, at a time, was destroying people. He's one of the few superstars that as soon as he debuted, it was like his prime in the company, you know? So I had him like when I make my daily list for people that I want to defeat Roman Reigns, Sheamus made his way on that list. And I think Sheamus will have a run for Universal Championship at a time. I need him to be more of a solo star because him being the tag team champion with like Rich Holland in the future sometime, it just doesn't look right to me. They don't. It doesn't look right. I feel like you break Rich Holland away to be a solo star. You know, you don't break him from a tag team on NXT to bring him to another tag team on SmackDown. And I feel like it's kind of like an Ali and Mansoor situation because you got one guy who wants to be in the team way more than the other. And I can't imagine Sheamus being like, oh, yeah, let's just go be a tag team. Yeah, let's just go face Angel and Humberto. Like, I can't imagine him just being
like, no, who the fuck are you? Like, you just got here.
Yeah, and now we
Why
got.
should I team with you?
Yeah, now we got 8 weeks of them having a match together. You know, Sheamus versus Rich Holland trying to coexist. Maybe it'll be a team. Like it's starting to flow it's starting to become the monotonous routine of let's try to convince him to be my partner kind of thing, you know? And it's weird. It's weird.
We had another thing like that with Ali and Ricochet later on in the night. So
yeah, they tried it. Thank God Ricochet is smart.
Yeah. But there's going to be a little mini story with that as well, so we'll see where that goes. But I don't know, Nate. I mean, I feel like I don't think Rich Holland can stand on his own in the singles right now. I really don't. That's why I think having him in a team is ultimately going to be the best thing for him. But Sheamus, no, Sheamus doesn't need to be tied in a tag team.
Yeah, I feel the same way. To be honest, like when I saw Rich Holland in the interview, I completely forgot that he got drafted to SmackDown. But yeah, like as far as him, like if they do like put him in a tag team with Sheamus, I really don't see it lasting for a while. I think Sheamus is great as an individual competitor. As far as being like one of the stars of SmackDown, like Loft said, I also saw him down the line competing for the Universal title against Roman. Will he win? I don't know. Probably not. But just to have like some other opponents for Roman to fight against, like I seen that. I see that happen, but tag team, nah, I definitely don't see that happening. We'll see though. We'll see.
Watch out, fella. I can already see Sheamus doing it in a Conor McGregor impression. Who the fool is this guy? I can already see.
Right? Yeah.
But if Sheamus ever go against Roman, he's gonna smash him. My bad.
Yeah. Again.
Also, Jeff Hardy, smash him.
Hey. Damn it. Disrespecting me, man. It's crazy.
Disrespect, bro.
After the Rich Holland interview, we had a Shotzi interview.
Oh, yeah. I love where this is going.
And she said, ever since I've been here on SmackDown, I've lost title opportunities, I lost my tag team partner, and I lost the support of the WWE Universe. No, you didn't. You just turned heel when nobody wanted you to. Last week, thanks to Sasha Banks, I lost the biggest match of my career. I'm not going to smile and pretend that everything is okay anymore. Sasha's patronizing attitude was my breaking point, and now Sasha is my target. I'm going to run over Sasha or anyone that gets in my way, and I don't need a tank in order to do it. The way she spoke, the promo and what she said was fine. It's the way she said it. She sounded so forced. It's not even funny. Her entire look changed, and that just did not seem genuine. This promo completely flopped. And Again, it's not Shotzi's fault, but nobody wanted to see her turn heel. Nobody needed her to turn heel. We don't have that many baby faces on this roster as it is. When you only have 9 women on this roster, like, I don't get it. I really don't.
I'm about to say, Loth, you got anything to say before I say it?
Hey, I got pressed in my live because someone was like, "Yeah, you don't want Dominic and Ray to break up, but you like Shotzi's heel turn." And I was like, "Wait, stop! Don't throw both of those things at me because one, both of them are 2 different situations. 2, only reason why I'm believing this whole heel turn thing with Shotzi is because I think it can add more depth to this women's roster that needs people. That's the only reason why I'm somewhat on board with this. I was very angry when I realized that she wasn't going to be in a match with Sasha, and Sasha didn't say a fucking word about her getting her ass whooped last week. So I'm like, she gets her ass whooped, leaves, and Shotzi just cuts a 2-minute promo about now she's angry. It's just like, okay, yeah, but no, like you're not gonna. You just lost to Charlotte, unfortunately. You're not gonna. There's a as much as WWE likes to ignore it, there is a ranking system. There's a mental ranking system we have. They don't have a physical one like AEW does, but there is a ranking system that we all have in our heads when we see people win, lose, and stuff like that. So I don't know about y'all, but in my head, Shotzi isn't in any position to be running through the whole division.
Shotzi's at number 9, if that's the case.
See?
She's at number 9.
So it's like that's why the heel turn gave me something. I was like, okay, maybe she can move her way up. But like Phenom just said, she's a fucking heel. There's damn near they're all heels, damn near. You just made her a heel. The crowd loves her. Another point of WWE making top women stars that the crowd loves, just flipping them heel. Why? We don't know. Raw. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But it's just I like Shotzi's character. It's like that's why I'm trying to hold on to it. I'm trying to just I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be positive, but I can't because it looks negative. It looks bad. I'm trying to be as positive.
But what were your thoughts on her delivery of this? Because what I thought she said was okay, but the delivery to me felt forced.
That's the thing. She looked scared. She looked like she didn't want to do it. It reminds me of what Becky's promos used to be or are now. She doesn't look comfortable in it. It's like they're writing these scripts and saying, go out there and write this. She's like, I don't want to say this. But it's her job, so she has to. It looked like she was scared.
Because Shotzi last week, she attacked a heel. Sasha Banks was a heel. She was a heel at all of this. At first she was. She turned heel on a heel, which made Sasha a babyface. Now Sasha's a babyface. She did not even show up tonight, and now we have jack shit on what the fuck we're supposed to do and what the fuck we're supposed to react to.
Yeah.
Charlotte wasn't even on the show tonight, which I was honestly very happy about. But even that is Jazz is asking, does Aaliyah count as a babyface? We don't know what Aaliyah is. We don't. Because she has not she talked to Jeff Hardy. That doesn't scream to me babyface or heel just yet. We don't know what she is. We don't. So until I actually see her in the ring or see what the heck is going to happen with her, I'm not going to call her anything just yet. In fact, no, I'll put Shotzi back up at number 8 and Aaliyah's down at number 9 because we haven't seen jack shit.
Damn.
We haven't seen jack shit yet. How am I supposed to rank her?
I agree.
Damn.
How am I supposed to rank her right now?
That's tough.
How am I supposed to rank Aaliyah?
I don't know. I'm just messing with you.
She didn't even really do
Jeff Hardy
anything.
beat
I have no idea. I thought they were gonna do a whole freaking Jeff and Trish angle with this, but I hope to God not, because I'm scared of that.
She didn't even really do anything in NXT, so how am I supposed to rank Aaliyah? But I don't know, Nate. I mean, the delivery felt forced. What she said was okay, but nobody wanted Shotzi to turn heel, and this is the repercussions that we get. She does not seem safe to be as a heel.
Yeah, true. Like what she said felt like crazy forced. Man, oh my, I can't get the words out, but like she wasn't ready to turn heel. Like they just forced it on her. Like they
on
just
her first real day.
Yeah,
they turn her heel.
yeah, exactly. Like her first real like individual match outside of that so-called tag team that she had with Tegan Knox. Like they just completely turned the heel, which she wasn't ready for that. Everybody else wasn't ready for that, and I don't know. It was like just crazy force. Like to be honest, I don't know. I hope that Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly match was good. At least the dark match.
Yeah, that was the dark match. Adam Cole, or not Adam Cole. Kyle O'Reilly and who was it?
Johnny Gargano.
And Gargano were backstage on SmackDown tonight, and they had a dark match
before the show started. I would have rather saw them on the show.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen, because you know why? Those two are the product of NXT right now, and that's a whole other different story. But man, now we got Loth as a picture.
What in the fuck is going on here?
Oh my
God. I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy.
Man.
I think I should move on. Humberto Carillo and Angel Garza.
I support Shotzi. Every heel or no heel, but Shotzi, don't injure Sasha, please.
Don't injure Sasha, please. Gargano won. Oh, okay. Nice. Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. I don't know what this tag team name is called.
Carlito and Primo.
Los Latores, I think.
Los, I don't even know.
Didn't they have a team like that a few years ago?
Who?
They had a team like that. The two guys with masks. It was like Carlito and
Los Matadores.
Los Matadores.
Epico, I think.
Yeah, Los Matadores.
It was Primo and Epico that were Los Matadores.
Yeah. I don't know what word that is in Spanish.
It was Los Lotharios.
There we go.
And listen, so I know if you're probably watching this back, I don't give a shit if I pronounced it wrong. I don't. I'm not Spanish. I'm not Spanish. I don't mean any disrespect. I don't. I just can't pronounce shit. There you go. Versus a random ass team off of Mansoor and Cesaro.
I don't know what the hell that's about.
What?
I don't know what's that about.
I did not think Cesaro was going to team up with Mansoor tonight. Honestly, I didn't even think Cesaro was going to be on the show tonight.
What the hell? For real? They teamed up?
Cesaro and Mansoor. Yes.
They look nuts together.
Oh, God. I bet you that was a bad match.
This match was really short, and we had, it was like, so Garza runs in and Cesaro swings Garza around. Humberto hits a super kick and tags in Garza. And just Garza makes a cover for the 1, 2, 3. They had some kind of double team maneuver. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. But they didn't even really call it anything. They had their little double team move, and Los Lotharios gets the win. So I don't even know. I mean, they're trying to make the beautiful people become a thing on SmackDown. And yeah, it's not working because Humberto's a walking L, even though he won tonight. And Angel deserves better. Plain and simple. I know they're cousins in real life, but I don't care. This team, I thought had something, but if you're going to have them win over a random ass pairing of Cesaro and Mansoor, who don't need to lose right now, why?
I don't get it.
That's it. All right.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. It was just what it was.
I did not watch this match, so I got no words.
I don't know where they're going with this. They never put Cesaro and fucking what's his name, Mansoor in a team ever again.
Cesaro.
Now you're talking like Seth Rollins.
I'm never calling him Cesaro again. His name is Cesaro.
Cesaro. But yeah, this, I don't know. Like I said, you throw together another random tag team and see what happens, and I don't know. Next, even moving.
We had our daily Drew McIntyre Open Challenge. But this Drew McIntyre Open Challenge was not honestly that bad, as we had Ricochet answer it. The ending was sick. The match is okay. The match is decent. But the ending was sick. He went for a middle rope moonsault, did Ricochet, but he gets Claymored in the face for his efforts. 1, 2, 3. In midair. Great spot. And Drew McIntyre got the win. You know Drew McIntyre is going to get these wins all the way up until whenever the fuck he possibly challenges Brock Lesnar for the Royal Rumble. Because that's what's in the cards right now. So Drew McIntyre is going to keep doing these wins up until then. It is what it is.
So are we getting open challenges every week then?
Pretty much. Because Drew McIntyre doesn't have anything right now on SmackDown in order to really get into a storyline.
Should go after the IC title.
He could. Honestly, I just need Shinsuke to get that title off of him right now. I don't even give a fuck who the heck it is.
I hate weird dude. I hate it then.
Ricochet does deserve better. You're right, Jazz. He does. But he is under 6'3". He is definitely under 265 pounds. And right now, if you're under that weight and if you're under that height, you're not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. On Vince's NXT, on Vince's SmackDown, on Vince's Raw, you're not going anywhere. In fact, I was honestly very shocked that he wasn't one of the ones to get cut, because they released Keith Lee, and that man fit every bit of criteria that the man wants. But yet he was an independent talent. So they said, fuck him. They said, fuck you, fuck your family, you're out. And now we just have that.
Oh, damn.
That's exactly the reason, though. It really is. And now Ricochet lost to Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is going to continue doing these open challenges until Royal Rumble time so that he can face Brock Lesnar. And then we'll see him possibly face Roman at WrestleMania if they can't get The Rock.
Smash, yo.
I wasn't with this. It was just I was happy Ricochet came out. Let me get that straight. I was happy Ricochet came out because we were all chanting Ricochet.
Ricochet was a nice surprise. Yes.
Yeah, it's just I kind of wanted him to win, even though I know they're not having Drew McIntyre lose these little open challenges they're doing every week. I really wanted Ricochet to win, like really bad. But the little Claymore spot was cool at the end. I just think Ricochet deserves a little bit better than this.
Straight facts. I was surprised that Ricochet came out as well. I forgot that he got drafted to SmackDown. I was like, Ricochet, huh? But yeah, I thought that this was gonna be like a complete squash match, but it didn't. It wasn't a complete squash match, which was pretty good. Ricochet got some offense in. That Claymore spot at the end of the match reminded me of the same spot that he did with Adam Cole in NXT TakeOver with the super kick. So yeah, this match was it was pretty good. Like I said, the spot at the end was fantastic. And yeah, like Ricochet Ricochet do deserve better. He need like some type of like IC title run or some type of feud, something where he could, get his feet wet once again, because right now he's not really doing anything. So we'll see with WWE.
I want to see another Ricochet versus Reginald match. That was a good match.
Yeah, I was say the 24/7 title.
No, not for the 24/7 title. No.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah, like the Bounty House match.
I was say, to be honest, I'm pretty sure if the 24/7 title wasn't relevant, then Reggie would probably be gone too.
Oh, Reggie would definitely be gone.
Yeah,
He would. And you said the 24/7 title was relevant. This title ain't relevant.
I'm saying, like, if they weren't, what I'm saying is,
this
like,
title is the bottom of the barrel. If you hold that championship, you don't mean shit.
Like, I didn't mean.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I'm just legitimately just trying to bring up the fact that the 24/7 title legitimately means shit. If you hold that title, you're probably next to get fired. And those goons that are chasing him right now, they're probably next, except for R-Truth. Because R-Truth is never leaving that company.
Yeah, that's facts.
You're going to be talking to little Jimmy.
I've talked to little Jimmy countless times on this podcast.
Never mind. Nothing.
We had a King Wiz interview. Kayla says that the main event is set, and then Wiz says that, look, the only time that the King will ever acknowledge anything about Roman is that if he walked to the ring any slower, he'd be walking backwards. Tonight's match will be fair and just, so spread the word to all the kingdom that the outcome will not be in doubt. He prays that Jimmy is warming up for his match tonight, because when the match happens, the inevitable will happen, and he will bend the knee.
And the knee.
It's just Xavier being king-like. And he's, I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like he's trying to put on some kind of accent because he's trying to sound royal. I don't know if that's just me, but Zelina's doing it on Raw. I would not be shocked if Xavier is trying to do the exact same thing, or if they're trying to make him do that. I don't know. Might just be me.
Go ahead, Loth.
I don't know about this. It's scaring me. I don't know how far this goes. I'm just
It's not gonna go anywhere.
I
Xavier's King's never gonna go anywhere.
I wanted to go somewhere so bad. I feel like next week is gonna be a big week for it, but I wanted to go somewhere so bad. Now I want to be excited, but I'm genuinely terrified.
I was like, if they show up next week, they got beat by freaking Roman in the Bloodline. Like,
they better show up, damn it.
I was like,
Kofi, I know for a fact Kofi's probably gonna be showing up on crutches or something of that nature because of that name.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna try to sell it.
Yeah. We're gonna get to it in a minute.
I think they're just trying to build feud for Survivor Series. You got E.
Oh, that's another thing. Survivor Series build 0.
Where
0.
Whoa, Phil. I can't let you get that
0.
off. Get that off. No, we're not doing
What is
that.
the Survivor Series matchup like?
This is the Survivor Series matchup.
Where's the Survivor Series matchup?
There's no Survivor Series matchup. There's no Survivor Series matchup. It's Raw versus SmackDown, and they haven't done shit.
I know.
No, not for that.
My
They're obviously not booking out. I'm talking about Roman and E, or New Day versus the Bloodline.
It's Big E versus Roman, and then RK Bro versus the Usos. They're not gonna do New Day versus the Usos.
I don't think they're going the RK Bro route. They've been.
Then the New Day better show up on Raw, and they better win the Raw Tag Team titles because that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Wait, what? No.
Because it's going to be the champions versus champions. That's what they're doing. They just don't build the shit.
I think they're about to, I have a feeling they're about to flip it, and like, because why would they have the Usos so close to the New Day just to have them have a random match with RK Bro at Survivor Series when E and Roman are already gonna fight unless Seth does something stupid? Like,
hey, watch your mouth.
They're way too close. They just took out Kofi. Like, they have to avenge that at some time. And we know they don't care about Survivor Series, so what makes you think that they're gonna even really follow the whole rules of the whole champion versus champion and brand versus brand thing? They might just say fuck it and treat this as like another pay-per-view. You know?
Watch your mouth about Seth Rollins, boy.
Hey, man.
Seth Rollins is the WWE champion, no doubt.
You said Seth Rollins?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Phil said, bro, like Survivor Series is at the end of the month, probably like another 2 to 3 weeks, maybe 4
week.
Yeah, probably like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Bro, there haven't been no type of build up for Survivor Series, no type of like you know how like 2 years ago, no type of invasions happening. Like, man, November 21st, that's when it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no type of invasions
So there's
happening.
2 weeks.
No type of
Pretty
like
much 2 SmackDowns from now, yeah.
No type of pep talks or anything.
We got
Nothing.
4 shows. 4 shows left.
Man, like nothing's happening. Like, we didn't have no tag teams try to get together with each other.
NXT
like,
is not being included.
Qualifying matches.
There's no qualifying matches. The report came out as to why there has been no build for this year's Survivor Series. Loft, I kind of want to get your thoughts on this. I want to get everybody's thoughts on this. It was noted on Wrestling Observer newsletter that WWE hasn't touched Survivor Series yet because Crown Jewel needed attention. Now that WWE's trip to Saudi Arabia is over, the company can focus on building towards Survivor Series, and yet they still haven't done so. They don't give 2 shits. Crown Jewel was their biggest thing that they needed to focus on. That show was great. We're not saying anything about that show. That show was fucking fantastic. But now that show is over, build Survivor Series. Build Survivor Series.
Bro, if they was gonna do this, they should have just moved Survivor Series to December since they took away TLC.
Wait a second.
Gotta
Yeah.
go on.
What wasn't Crown Jewel in November?
No,
Or was
Crown
that in
Jewel was
October?
Crown Jewel was last month.
That was October.
That was October. Fuck. All right. Well,
Yeah, but they were
then-
supposed to have TLC in December, but they completely canceled it. So there's no pay-per-view in December.
no pay-per-view in December. But then we would have had no pay-per-view in November, so that would have been shit too. So, listen, Crown Jewel is over. Build Survivor Series. There's no reason why they haven't built Survivor Series yet. Crown Jewel is not the answer. Crown Jewel was not the reason. Bullshit.
I'm about to go on. Like Survivor Series, like last year, it was fire. Like, why are you not building momentum? Survivor Series is like the best top 10 pay-per-views of all time. Like, it's champion versus champions. Like, do something.
Like, what even happened at last year's Survivor Series? Because
I don't even remember.
It was the pandemic era, so I don't even remember that.
Roman beat Drew. That's all I know. And
Oh
Roman
yeah, that match.
was champion after he beat Drew.
But Loft, Crown Jewel is over. They need to start building.
They're not gonna build anything. They're gonna wait until the last week before Survivor Series, and they're gonna add a bunch of matches. They're gonna wait until the last few hours before Survivor Series starts and add a few matches. They don't build these pay-per-views anymore. The only ones they pay attention to are SummerSlam and WrestleMania, and barely those.
Right, and they can't really like build anything because they're releasing talent. So
yeah,
like you can't really.
Yeah, but they haven't released the champions.
I know they haven't
Build
released
towards the champions.
but like, man,
they don't care.
Yeah, I don't know with WWE, man.
Oh, that's right. Lana was the sole fucking survivor in that fucking match. I hated 2020.
No.
I hated 2020.
That's
I did.
right.
I fucking hated it.
That was
Best
was
thing
around the
of
time
2020
that
was the Royal Rumble. That's it.
that was when freaking Lana kept getting like slammed through those tables by Nia Jax and stuff.
And how the
Yeah.
hell they got like you got some.
So we find Ricochet and Ali talking backstage in the locker room, and Ali asked if it was okay for him to tag with Ricochet next week. Ricochet just completely flat out says no. He said that Ali is a whiner and he makes excuses. You're always quick to point the fingers, and you just don't take the time to look at yourself in the mirror. Besides, you treated your last tag team partner, Mansoor, like a piece of dirt. And on top of all of that, you're just a jerk. And then he walks away. So we are slowly trying to get Ali to do something. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing with Ali, but that's what we're doing. And there we go. Ridiculous.
Go ahead, Loft.
It's weird. Another weird thing is just, do y'all see any future in this or no?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, make sure I wasn't crazy.
Yeah, I see like a one-off thing, and that's it. A little short feud with Ricochet and Ali, and yeah, that's gone quick. So, I don't know.
He tried to team up with Ricochet, like with what do you call it? I forgot what that team called. Ooh. Never mind.
I asked this very nicely, Betty Lou. Welcome, by the way.
Hi, Betty.
She said Ali should go back to his old gimmick. I asked this very nicely. What was Ali's old gimmick?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Nah, it was when he had like, the freaking glow in the dark glove and the mask and stuff.
But was that really a gimmick?
I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna go hard. Yeah.
That theme was fire.
I don't even know if that's really counting as a gimmick. He really didn't do anything in that gimmick either. The only gimmick that I technically think that he had was that hacker guy that we really didn't even see blow off.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that just ended and it's just no longer a hacker.
Yeah. And we got to remember he was about to be WWE champion or something until Kofi took that over.
Well, yeah, because Randy tore out Ali's orbital bone.
Good stuff, Randy.
Randy injured Ali and pretty much broke Ali's right orbital bone, and that's how he got taken out of the Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah, Retribution. That's why he was trying to Ricochet.
And then the Retribution thing, that never started out anywhere anyway. So
that Retribution stuff was garbage.
Yeah. So honestly, like Law said last week, I just hope this does not turn into some kind of racial thing, because when it turns into some kind of racial thing, that's when everything goes downhill, and that's exactly why nothing will work in the year 2021 when it comes to that shit. Just don't do it.
They're going the Muhammad Hassan route, and I don't want them to do that, because that was, even then, it was a bad time to do it. It's an even worse time to do it now. Can't do that right now, man.
And he could have been Mr. Money in the Bank too, but he was acting like an idiot when Brock's music hit. He didn't even try to grab it. Brock Lesnar just shoves the cameraman, breaks his arm, and he climbs up the ladder and wins the briefcase. I was there. I saw it. I was there. I legitimately saw a cameraman break his arm because of Brock Lesnar. It
was his fault for being there.
The man was doing what he needed to do.
It's still his fault.
Oh my god. Viking Raiders won an okay match against Corbin and MadCap Moss. I really didn't give a shit. They won by countout. Why do I care? Why?
He's just trying
Why
to
do I care? I honestly thought Corbin and Cap were going to win this thing because of the way that things were going down, and then they obviously lost by countout. So I was fine with it, but I don't give a shit about the Viking Raiders right now because, again, they've been treated like losers for months.
Man. Like Betty said, we want the War Raiders back, bro. But
you can't say war on WWE TV.
Yeah,
that's why you're not going to get them back.
Yeah, you can't say war apparently because
you can't say war on WWE TV when I don't know. Raw was actually called Raw is War, if I'm not mistaken.
Is war. Yeah, exactly. So
bullshit. Whatever.
you can chant it. They still do the little war chant and stuff, but
they don't say war though. They don't. They
don't say war, but the fans still do it.
Oh yeah, that's because the fans will never get rid of it.
Right, but like I said, this was another team / superstars that I completely forgot that was on the roster because we haven't seen them in a while. And then freaking MadCap Moss with his stupid jokes.
I didn't even go over the actual Happy Corbin actual second part of this because it did not matter.
Yeah, but I don't have nothing to say about this. Loth, you got anything to say? Annoy Jeff Hardy?
Nothing. I really don't have anything to say about this. There's nothing to say about this, really.
I got a question for Ivor and Eric Young. Who do they go for, Viking or Raiders?
I see what you did
The Vikings
there.
or the Raiders.
I see what you did there. Clever.
They
Woo.
legitimately put all 32 NFL teams in a hat, and they just picked two. The Vikings and the Raiders were the two teams that were picked out.
I'm about to say at least it's better than the Viking experience.
Oh, but they still have that as their finisher name. Instead of Thor's hammer, they call that finisher the Viking experience.
Yep.
Instead of Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer, bro. That's such a badass tag team finisher name, and you have the Viking experience
The Viking
as their
experience.
tag team finisher name.
Wait. Did we even talk about that stupid fucking Jeff and Aaliyah and Sammy thing?
No, because it was kind of pointless, but you can talk about it if you want.
No, I didn't really have anything profound to say. I just don't like Jeff being backstage with Aaliyah. I think both of them should be in the ring. If you're gonna put them
Get a
together,
room.
what'd you say? What'd you say to me? I'm proud of him. Nah.
Like didn't Sami Zayn tell Aaliyah to like show up in like a pantsuit next week?
Yeah. What's his problem?
Yeah.
What the heck is she wearing, bro?
Aaliyah's beautiful. She did not need to be altered by Sami Zayn in his fucking pantsuits. And
Right.
Jeff is cool with that.
Why is even Sammy looking there, bro?
No, I was mad because I wanted to hear Jeff talk about how great he is to Kayla Braxton. And then he just walks away. I thought he was like gonna go chase after Aaliyah, and Sammy's just there talking about pantsuits.
I didn't understand that segment either because like I said, I was with you, Loth. I was waiting for Jeff to spit some facts or something like that, and then all of a sudden he just walks away, go directly up to Sammy. Oh, is Sammy bothering you? Okay. Oh,
It's Sammy
Sammy.
bothering you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be completely honest. The only reason why I didn't say anything about this segment was because it didn't mean crap. I love Jeff Hardy as much as the next guy. You guys know that. We all love Jeff Hardy here on this podcast, but he did not. He just stared at Sammy for like 2 seconds. Aaliyah said, "Is this what he's like all the time?" He's like, "Yeah, welcome to SmackDown." That's it. That's it. So random. Like,
hey man, let me say something real quick. WWE, I don't know if this is going to get out there, but WWE, bro, hire us as some writers, bro. Hire us as some writers. We could make both shows, including NXT, a whole lot better. Just hire us, bro.
Make things make sense.
I call it NXT.
just hire us, bro.
Hit Row was backstage. And by Hit Row, I mean Ashanti, the Adonis, Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Top Dollar. They're backstage and they meet Sami Zayn. Sami said that as a locker room leader, he has to give some news to the new stars that he doesn't necessarily want to give, but he has to give. Their entrance a couple of weeks ago was flat. In fact, it sucked. And it did. I agreed with him there. So he then goes on and says he's only saying this because he believes that they have huge potential here on SmackDown. He said the Top Dollar can be a pillar on SmackDown, but it's going to take a little bit of work. Hero tries to shrug off that statement, but Sami said, "Look, trust me, it's going to take some work." Top Dollar said, "Look, we appreciate it and all, but do you mind showing us exactly what you mean by that entrance remark?" And Sami said, "Can I show you how to make a proper entrance?" Yeah. Take notes. And then as soon as that happens, we have a commercial break. Then we come back from that commercial break with probably one of the worst entrances in all of WWE history besides the Shockmaster.
The Shockmaster.
that the Shockmaster was probably one of the worst, if not the worst, thing to ever appear in WWE.
I haven't heard that.
This entrance was pretty damn close to it.
It was a blast from the past there, sir.
Hey, well, I do my freaking research.
You do. I mean, I just
Sami Zayn was just flopping around like a goddamn fish out of water in this entrance.
he looked crazy.
What the fuck was this? This looked fucking ridiculous. This looked ridiculous. Glacier. Okay, well, yeah, but yeah. This looked ridiculous. And then he tried to sell it off. He tried to say that this was cool. He tried to say that's how you live in the moment. What? I'd really like to know how you live in the moment when you're flopping around like a fish out there.
You look stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know what his deal is. This whole segment was weird. This whole segment was just bad again.
Shit-row.
Yeah, that.
Shit-row.
You disrespect me, Phil. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like.
I'm sorry. It's just how it is now. BFAB is gone, and they're not going to go anywhere.
Man, I'm about to say Hit Row definitely not going to hit right with BFAB going now. And I'm about to say from right now, it seemed like nobody in WWE has like a type of storyline going on. They're just like throwing random stuff at random people.
They're just here. They're just here to exist.
Yep, they're just there and they're getting their money. So, yeah.
Dog, I didn't realize how prominent this was until I listened to the music, and BFAB's whole part is cut out.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Like,
they cut it out?
Doesn't go Hit Row anymore. They just go straight into the instrumental, and like Swerve is rapping. It just sounds off. They cut the whole intro out. They cut it just sounds bad. Watch that segment again. And look how bad
I got to record it, so I got to.
It looks nuts.
You know, a matter of fact, I'm about to look at it right now on the podcast. Hold on.
So, Hit Row makes their entrance. Top Dollar says Hit Row rolling with Sami Zayn. The only problem is Sami Zayn is sleeping on us. Okay. Adonis says he should probably get some pajamas. Okay. Swerve says Sami must be in Zayn. that he can run with Hit Row.
Oh, heck no.
Truth be told, we wouldn't let you run our bath water.
Pause, I guess.
I hate this fucking group. I really do.
Why?
Dallas says, look, I know you big man, but that's because you pressed your luck. Sami Zayn? Nah, homie. Sami sucks.
Sami
No.
Yeah, Nate.
Sammy sucks. Sammy sucks.
That's what
Sami tries to leave, but Hit Row won't let him until Dallas says, oh, it's all right. You trust us, right? Here. And then they just let him walk away. And then Sami said that he will never forget this. This shit sucked. Bottom of the barrel, go to the unemployment line, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck off my TV screen. This shit sucked. If you're gonna treat him like this, I don't want to see him. Get the fuck out.
All right. I was about to say if they was gonna treat him like this, they should have just left him in NXT. They weren't ready to come up anyway, but they should have just left him in NXT if they were gonna do this.
That's what scares me. Like if they really like planned to have Hit Row get called up make Top Dollar the quote unquote leader, and then cut B-Fab from the music and literally from the company, then NXT should have just been the way to go. Because God, I want to love them so bad because they look so freaking cool. But then I'm listening to them and I'm watching them and I'm just like, this is not good. I can't even lie to like y'all and say I enjoyed it because I really didn't.
You can't justify this. No one can justify this.
I did not enjoy this. It was just, it's disappointing, really.
I don't even care if anybody clips me and puts it up on their own TikTok. I don't care. This shit fucking sucked. Get this off my TV. I can't stand here and tell you guys that this was great because it just wasn't. I told you right from the get-go that this was going to be the downfall of Hit Row.
Hey, Loth, I just seen what you said about the theme music, man.
Yeah, it sounds nuts.
Man, that sucked, bro.
You just skip 40 seconds into a song and then started off.
Man, that's dirty.
Look at there dancing around like it's cool. No.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
And then we had the main event of Jimmy Uso versus King Woods. King Woods wins with a roll-up. So, roll-up season.
Mm-hmm.
We had King Woods hit that Booker T kick kind of thing. He didn't do a scissors kick. He had like that leg lariat thing that Booker used to do all those years ago. He hit that. So there was just a little bit of a nod towards King Book, I guess.
Booker.
Booker.
Pop time.
But it was an okay match. I think this match was pretty okay, but I knew Xavier was going to win here because, listen, Xavier's the king. You can't have him lose, but you had him pin one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champion. So another SmackDown champion loses here. The Intercontinental Champion just did not show face tonight. Charlotte, I was just glad that she wasn't here. And SmackDown Tag Team Champions lose. That's just great. They lost 2 weeks in a row. So there you go. But after the match, Jimmy almost bends the knee. But out comes Roman, and he Superman punches Woods. The Bloodline beat down the New Day, and they're standing tall, holding all the gold, the tag team titles, and Universal title as the show goes off the air. Him automatically Superman punching Woods is interesting. I think if they want to do something with Roman Reigns and Lop, I think you alluded to this earlier with Xavier Woods winning King of the Ring. Imagine at the day one pay-per-view, we get Xavier Woods versus Roman Reigns.
That's what I mean.
I mean, it could be staring at us right there in the face once we get out of Survivor Series. December, there's no pay-per-view. We could possibly be seeing that match at day one. And then if WWE wants to hold off the Big E and Seth Rollins contract thing, that could be their WWE Championship match at day one too. So those could possibly be your two world title matches at day one. But I think we might get that Seth Rollins cash in for that contract sooner, though. I think that's what's going to happen.
I will be watching. Watch my reaction if Seth wins. Just I'll probably go live on ZTV.
But yeah, I mean, I think Xavier versus Roman might happen at day one.
What is Roman gonna do? Smash him, stack him, pin him, 1, 2, 3, and then that's what he's gonna do to Jeff Hardy as well.
I initially thought it was going to be Jeff Hardy versus Roman at day one, but I think it might be. I think it might be different.
I'm asking you for permission for something live, Phil. I'm asking you this right now.
Okay.
Whenever Roman Reigns wins, that when we're like 100 years old, I don't care when it happens. Whenever he loses that championship, I want you to give me an hour on this podcast just so I can laugh at everybody. I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh for a straight hour and call all the fans here. Freaking
I'll
fans.
approve that too. I'll approve that too.
I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I'll prove it. I'll prove it.
I'm going to sit here and I just want to ridicule Roman Reigns for about an hour, and then I'll be done. I want to say, your big man lost, and now cry. I want to say that for an hour.
I mean, you have the login information. If you just want to have the.
Oh damn! You're right.
If you just want to have like an OTB extra of you just laughing at Roman once he loses the title that next day, I'll allow it.
I might just do that. Y'all better hope he never lose that title. Oh boy. So whoever beats him is gonna be my number one man for now on.
You know what? I'm gonna come back whenever Roman and Jeff Hardy come back. Whenever they have that match, I'm gonna come back.
Beat him.
I'm gonna laugh on.
He's still going at you, my man.
Annoyed Jeff Hardy is better than regular Jeff Hardy, so he's gonna beat Roman. All y'all gonna cry, and I'm gonna laugh in your face like ha 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 ha. So it's cool. It's cool. It's all fun and games.
Yeah.
When Roman ends Jeff Hardy's career, then let's see who laughs in the end.
He ain't gonna ruin shit. He ain't gonna end nobody's career.
He's gonna make them. Ooh.
He ain't gonna do nothing. He can go out
He's
there.
He's gonna beat him so bad that he's gonna go to AEW just to team with his brother again.
Phil, stop saying that to me. We talked about this. Stop saying that bullshit. Why are
Roman's gonna do whatever he did to Daniel Bryan.
Don't ever put Daniel Bryan and Jeff Hardy in the same sentence again. We already knew Daniel Bryan was
that was a little bit of a reach.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Stress before you reach, my brother. Shit.
He's gonna do what he did to John Cena. Send him right back to Hollywood.
Bro, remember what podcast you want.
All right, we got to move on from SmackDown because we're just getting too heated up in here.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Go to my podcast.
It's crazy.
All right, y'all. It's time for a Rampage. We got Rampage to talk about.
To be honest, I actually watched Rampage for the first time. My first time watching it was when CM Punk came back, but this is my second time watching it. Oof.
All right. Let's do this. AEW Rampage. Pretty good show. Pretty damn good show tonight. We were here live in St. Louis, and we kicked things off hot with Bryan Danielson taking on Anthony Bowens.
The Acclaimed has arrived.
The Acclaimed have arrived. Max Caster said some things tonight. He, let's just say he called out John Laurinaitis. And he took a shot at WWE making the releases that were happening on Thursday. So Max Caster said to Bryan Danielson in a rap that he ends careers faster than his father-in-law.
Oof.
If you need to put those two together, Bryan is married to Brie. Brie is the daughter of her mom, obviously, and her mom and John Laurinaitis are married. I believe they are actually married. So yes, the father-in-law. So John Laurinaitis is technically the married into father of Brie and Nikki Bella, and Bryan obviously married into the family. So that's the father-in-law. I said that way too I said that way too confusing in like a confusing manner, but that's exactly what's happened.
People power. But
People Power is the father-in-law of Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, I didn't know that because as soon as he said father-in-law, I'm like, who is he talking about? And then like my chat was like, did he just come at John Laurinaitis? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, John Laurinaitis. So I didn't know that until today. So
yeah, there you go. He calls out Johnny Ace. But yeah, so we had the match between Bryan Danielson and Anthony Bowens. This match, like I said, it was a pretty good match. I always like Anthony Bowens in the ring. I like Max Caster. And obviously Bryan Danielson is Bryan Danielson. I think this is great. But Danielson locks in the label lock and Bowens taps out. Just overall a very good match between Danielson and Bowens. Nothing much more to say here. It's just an overall okay match.
yeah, this match was pretty good. This match was good. This match was good.
He did what he needed to accomplish.
Yeah, Bryan came out with the dub, of course, LaBelle lock. But yeah, man, the Acclaimed, bro. I don't know what it is, man, but I love the Acclaim, bro. My guy Max be spitting those bars, my guy.
I like the Acclaim too, though, bro. Like they're really good when they get a chance to be.
Yeah, my guys be spitting those bars, bro. But yeah, it was a great match to start off AEW with Danielson and Anthony Bowens.
And this match was not even announced, really. They didn't even announce this.
Right.
They announced this last minute.
Right. I was
as soon as Bryan Danielson showed up, I'm like, oh shit. Okay, we're getting a match with him.
Right, because usually they give like a little preview of what happens on AEW before it happens. So I knew about the other matches, but this match just came out of nowhere. I'm like, the Acclaimed. I'm like, oh my god, yeah. So but yeah, it was a great way to start off AEW. I was about to say Loft's not on the AEW train. We're trying to get him.
Loft didn't see this, so he can't really say anything about it.
The AEW train.
Yeah, Loft didn't see this, so he really.
Hey, I'm in the process of watching the CM Punk Eddie Kingston shit right now.
All right, bet.
All right, well, that at least you have to watch, because I know everybody was blowing up your phone, me included.
That's what I'm doing.
That at least you got to see. But
we had CM Punk makes his way out, so that's exactly what happened after this match. So I don't even know if I want to go over it with him being in the process of watching it. So. Woo! We'll go over that. We'll go over that after, because that was pretty much the biggest thing that happened on the show tonight.
Yeah,
that was
the biggest thing.
Perfect.
So, yeah, because it had a lot to do with everything. The Allie, I can't call her by that name. I just can't. He can. He can say it for me. Versus Red Velvet. This was a really good. This was an okay match. It was short, but it got what it needed to get done. Red Velvet did pick up the win with the final slice and covers for the 1, 2, 3. Red Velvet's fucking awesome. That's all I have to say. She's fucking great. Nobody can tell me otherwise. And she's gonna have a great match with Jade Cargill in the quarterfinals.
Yes,
nothing more, nothing less.
Yes, sir. This was another great match. Of course, Red Velvet coming out with the intensity, not even waiting, just running full sprint to the ring. Man, yeah. This match was great. I kind of feel like at the end it was like a fast count by the ref. I don't know if you noticed that, Phil, but it was like
that referee does count fast from time to time. Yes.
Yeah, it was like a quick count. So, but either way, the match was good. Like you said, Phil, the Jade Cargill and a Red Velvet match is going to be fire as well. Hopefully, it's not a squash match. I'm hoping it's not, but
Velvet said to Jade Cargill, who was in the crowd, saying, "I made you, that bitch."
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh.
And then everybody's like, "Ah!"
I'm like, yeah. It's about to be lit because they actually had real beef. I don't know if they still do or not. But,
they still do. They do.
Oh, they still do. Yeah. So
yeah,
they got real beef. So this could be interesting. Z-Doc, you got anything to say?
No.
Nah. All right. Keep
I'm new to AEW, so I don't really know that much.
All right, bet.
The women's division.
Bet. All right.
I'm joking like the Falcons. Wait, what?
Oh. Yo. I'm sorry, Lof. I'm sorry.
We got the baby, Nate. Adam Cole, baby.
Adam Cole, baby. Boom.
Versus John Silver. This was professional fucking wrestling. This match was fucking fantastic. From top to bottom, this shit was great. We had the Dark Order running out to fight off the Young Bucks after the Young Bucks put Cole's foot on the bottom rope to force the break. Cole goes for a low blow, but Silver catches the low blow, and he hits one of his own and hits a Liger bomb for a very, very close 2 count. I thought that was going to be it. That was fucking close as hell.
Yeah.
Cole goes up to the top and tries to hit a Panama Sunrise, but Silver escapes and hits an elbow strike in the corner. Cole hits a super kick and then hits another super kick to the back of the head, forcing him to go to his knees. Hits a running knee, which is the boom now. It's not the last shot. It's called the boom.
I still call it the last shot.
Yeah, it's the last shot to all of us, but they call it the boom for the 1, 2, 3. And now is it for your Rampage, but that's not it for your Rampage. We're going to be talking about the Eddie Kingston CM Punk segment, because that was segment of the. This was one of, if not the best segment
of the year.
Man.
I wouldn't say of the year, but definitely for AEW's year. This shit was fucking fantastic.
True.
Between Eddie Kingston and CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
They literally said everything. This is legitimately, guys, 15 years of frustration from Eddie Kingston pouring on to Adam Cole tonight. They legitimately have heat with each other. And I don't know if you guys can, you guys can totally feel that from the TV screen.
They were
that one was like they're live.
That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They legitimately have heat with each other, and they just don't like each other. CM Punk scouted this guy 15 years ago, and it's just all gonna pour down at Full Gear because it is official. CM Punk will take on Eddie Kingston at Full Gear, just like we all thought. And like I said, I don't give a shit that it's a 2-week build because it's that damn good, especially with what we just saw tonight on Rampage. Let's go over everything that happened in this segment because it deserves everything for this. So we're back live with CM Punk in the ring, and Punk says that it's good to be back in St. Louis. Punk then invites Eddie Kingston to come down to the ring. Kingston's music hits, but he does not come out. Punk says that maybe Kingston isn't here. Punk continues to talk, and Kingston eventually does come out to the ring. Kingston gets in the ring, and Punk says he interrupted him last week, and Kingston responds by saying he will apologize, but mocks CM Punk and asks him who he thinks he is. Punk says that Kingston knows exactly who he is, and Kingston says Punk was once a hero to him, much like Homicide, much like Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, awesome. And much like Amazing Red. Kingston said Punk has judged Kingston from the start. Punk says that the truth is it was everyone who judged Kingston, and they held him to a high potential, but Kingston fell short. Punk said that he was not wrong for seeing greatness in him 15 years ago, but he was wrong when he still was expecting the greatness from him. Kingston said that that nobody ever wanted Punk here, that he's the only one who will say it. Kingston officially challenges Punk to a match of Full Gear. Punk says that Full Gear is too high of a bar for Kingston, and that he was thinking more of a fit for an Elevation or an AEW Dark. Kingston calls Punk a coward, and Punk gets right in Kingston's face. Punk asks the crowd if they want to see a match with him and Kingston at Full Gear. Kingston says after he beats Punk, he'll pretty much make Punk quit again and take another 7 years off. Punk headbutts Kingston, and a fight breaks out, and officials run down to separate the two. And it was made official by Tony Khan on Twitter that the match will happen at Full Gear, CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. This match will go down as one of the best promos in AEW history. It was that damn good. If you guys have not seen it, I recommend you go watch it because that was that damn good. Wow. What did you think about this, Lof? Because I know this isn't really your cup of tea when it comes to AEW, but this was fucking fantastic.
Remember last week when we talked about how I felt like CM Punk didn't have any direction?
Yep.
This is what I was talking about as far as giving him some direction. Because God, these two do not like each other. I think I don't think they're friends because they
legitimately have heat with each other, dude. They don't like each other.
I see. I didn't realize that until they started talking. And Punk mostly stayed a little bit cool, but Eddie, I already know about Eddie Kingston. I know what his thing is. So as soon as he walked out all mad, I knew he was going to be on. But as soon as the main thing that caught my attention first was when he said, "This is the only professional wrestling company in the world," and I was like, "That's facts. That's very good, Eddie Kingston." Because fuck, I've been trying to say that for I don't know how long. That this shit is not the way it used to be. So that good.
To be honest, Love, I didn't think you were gonna like that. I didn't think you were because.
Oh no, I ain't gonna lie to you. Usually, I don't like when AEW goes like, "Hey, we don't like WWE. Let's talk about it." I usually don't like about. I'm gonna do that because I don't like when the Young Bucks do it. I don't like when Max Caster does it. I don't like when Tony Khan does it. I usually don't. But I respect Eddie Kingston because he said it in a way to where that was pure emotion. That wasn't a little jokey joke to get a clip. He was dead ass serious about that, and he's not lying. You know, even if I didn't like it, I have to respect it because it was true. They're not. WWE's not a professional wrestling company. I don't like the slight to Impact too. I feel like people don't see Impact as that yet. Hopefully, when they come back, they assert themselves more. But we all know that was because he said, like right before he said, "This is a shot." So I know he was going for WWE at that point.
Yeah,
but
he did say this was a shot, and then he said
like,
the pro wrestling fan.
That was a good shot. That wasn't for a jokey joke. That wasn't for a little laugh or a viral moment. That was because he actually meant that shit, and I can't slight him for that. That was real right there. And seeing that Punk used to be in that company, so that was like a double hit. He hit them and he hit Punk in a way because Punk was there for a long time, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think this promo was good. I wish CM Punk got a little bit more mad because this is why I think CM Punk kind of lost it, unfortunately, just because he's been out the game for so long. Remember how angry he was when he was in the ring with Triple H?
Mm-hmm.
And how angry he was when he was in the ring with Vince when they were trying to redo the contracts? When we first asked about the ice cream bars. Those segments where he was with John Laurinaitis, even when he was with Cena, that was and you could even say The Rock too. Those promos were like pure emotion, and that's what I wanted out of Punk. But I mean, I understand his role in the promo, so I can't really get it. That wasn't really his role to be the presser. Eddie was the presser. If it was both of them, it would have just I don't know how that would have clashed. But I mean, this was
Punk did some shots at him too, though. In this, you have to say that
he did. It was just like I think the one big thing was just like him mentioning everybody on the independent scene that believed in him, but then he like didn't live up to it. Like I think that's like one of the hardest things to tell somebody. Like we had all these expectations for you, and now you didn't live up to that shit, and now everyone's looking at you. It's like that is like something that gets in your brain, you know. And I think that was delivered very well. So I mean, this was just great. I know I didn't want to watch the whole show, but I'm very happy I saw that, and I'm still watching it now because I might have to clip that and then post that somewhere. Because
I'm definitely using some of this for TikTok. I'm not gonna lie.
that is. I don't know about promo of the year. Cause I feel like.
Well, for AEW,
yeah. For AEW, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's only for AEW. I'm only comparing that to, not for WWE, because doing all of it, no.
Yeah.
But I mean, AEW for sure.
But this was what I've wanted professional wrestling to come back to for like I don't know 4 or 5 years, you know. And I'm happy we're around for it now. That's the one that I don't like watching AEW shows every week. They don't really interest me. I have very little interest in like most of their stuff. It's mostly like the women division that I have the most interest in. When you do stuff like this is what I want to watch. So if I don't watch Full Gear for anything else, I'm definitely going to tune in for the women's match, but I'm definitely going to tune in for this. Because this right here, whoever wins, even though I feel like Punk's going to go over, Eddie doesn't give a fuck. He said that. He does not give a fuck. He just wants to beat him up. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. So amazing segment tonight. I love it.
AEW Full Gear pay-per-view to play in movie theaters across America. That's awesome.
I saw that.
That's awesome. It's not going to happen in CT because they didn't do it for All Out. What makes me think that they're going to do it for Full Gear? Oh well. But yeah, so they're going to be doing things in movie theaters. Bryan Danielson is set to face a New Japan star this coming Wednesday on Dynamite in Rocky Romero. And honestly, it looks like a pretty good card. We have, if it didn't just want to fuck out on me there, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel take on Ty Conti, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa in a 6-woman tag match. Pac takes on Dax Harwood. Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty taking on Dante Martin and Leo Rush. So finally, Leo Rush gets his in-ring debut. Bryan Danielson takes on Rocky Romero, and then the contract signing between Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page for the Full Gear match for the AEW World Title. Now, trust me, this I don't normally like contract signings, but I'm going to give this one a chance because it's AEW and it's Hangman Adam Page. I think it's going to be okay. I don't really like contract signings because we already know the match is official, so why do we need a contract to be signed when the match is already done? But I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it a chance. But yeah, I mean, that was it. We had a great segment for Rampage. They always have like this big segment that they have for Rampage every single week. And that's what I like about this show. The matches are great. The matches are great, but when it comes to that big segment that they usually have for every single week, that's what I'm most likely looking forward to every single time. So that's it, guys. That was your Rampage and SmackDown review. Excuse me. But that's it, y'all. I want to thank Z for joining us here tonight. It was a lot of fun chatting up with you, talking Rampage, talking SmackDown. It was a lot of fun, my man.
Thank you for having me.
You poked a lot of fun at live here today, man.
Yeah, that was my goal, just to troll live today.
Thanks.
I got one question. Who y'all got tomorrow? Canelo or Plant?
Canelo.
Yeah,
I'm whoever good.
Now, yeah. I apologize for everything I did. Just because you go for Canelo. Respect that.
Look at that. See, being the bigger man.
But I hope he don't choke like the Falcons.
There you go. All right.
Sorry,
I'm your host, Phil. You can follow me on TikTok at PhillyMatt, on Twitter at PhenomenalP3, and on Instagram now at PhillyMatt98 because PhillyMatt got fucking hacked, you fucking asshole. PhillyMatt98. Go follow me on there because I lost everything and now I'm trying to work my way back up. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, do your outros. Let's get the heck out of here. And we'll see you guys. I don't think we're having anything this weekend unless we do something about the releases. So we'll see you on Monday, but if we do the releases, we'll probably see you tomorrow.
Yeah, man. But y'all know that this Friday stuff it's either really, really good or really, really bad. And this week for SmackDown, it was Rampage got me at the end with that freaking CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. So I'll give them I gotta give them the W this week because they definitely gave me more interest in a wrestling show than SmackDown did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, give AEW a W.
Yeah.
I want to put that out there in the universe right now. He said AEW was better than SmackDown this week.
It's just the Roman Reigns stuff is cool, but that was pure emotion. I fucking love it.
Woff never likes AEW, but he gave him a W this week.
I gotta be honest here.
I'm putting that on TikTok.
Gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying? But
when Woff gives AEW a W, you know they're the better show. They are the better show.
They got me this week. It's cool. Get them back next week. Team SmackDown. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
But,
we'll see.
Unless they do that again. If they do that again, it's gonna be very tough. I don't know. Do that again. Shit. But
next up, Daniel Bryan is going to be facing like Kazuchika Okada or something like that, and he's not even going to be watching
all
it.
Right. No, all right. First of all, stop because I won't be able to watch.
You would not watch it. You wouldn't watch it because it's Friday.
Are you kidding me?
You didn't watch Minoru Suzuki and Bryan Danielson.
I didn't want to watch. I will watch fucking Okada. What are you talking about? I don't. What are you kidding me? No. You tell me Bryan and Okada are fighting. I am there. What are you talking about? Stop that.
Okay, let's say AEW Rampage had like a 3 o'clock in the morning match between those two. You wouldn't watch it at 3 o'clock.
I'm watching Okada.
You wouldn't watch it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I know you. I know you.
Phil, that is what we have DVR for.
Yeah. YouTube's.
Let's say if it was on. Let's say if it was on YouTube.
I'll be watching
Bro,
it right
we
now.
got like,
Hulu gives you live sports.
bro, we got like Reddit streams. Like,
I haven't seen as many Okada matches as I want. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. If they did that, then they just beat WWE for the next few months. What is WWE gonna do to combat fucking Bryan and Okada fighting for a good 30 minutes? Imagine that. Are you kidding me? They just start Rampage off with that. We don't have to talk about SmackDown. They do that. We're done. We're talking about Bryan and Okada for 30 minutes because what the fuck? Don't say that
Roman,
to me.
You know what, Roman? You're gonna be fighting.
Okada. I think Okada's injured right now.
Oh, well, shit.
Like, hey Vince, what are we gonna do with that Okada and Bryan?
Okada and Danielson are fighting. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh yeah, we're gonna fire Roman Reigns. That's what we'll do. We'll fire Roman Reigns. We'll just give them.
We'll just fire.
We'll just give Roman AEW.
We'll just fire him.
Be like, we're gonna have Roman defend the Universal title against Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, and John Cena in a fatal
and Stone Cold Steve Austin in a massive fatal 5-way match.
Wow. Yeah, I know what he's
gonna do. And that's still not going to be Okada and Bryan.
You put Okada on my screen. I'm all on the screen like these. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Wait,
I'm shocked that you would. I'm shocked that you would watch it. I am.
Who won the G1 climax? Him or Ibushi? One of them got injured.
Ibushi had a massive leg injury, and I think he still won.
Oh, okay. I thought Okada won, but I wasn't.
G1 Classic 2021. Let me look. Oh, not Classic, Climax. I'm an idiot. Don't come at me and the New Japan stands. Don't come at me.
Ooh, he said it wrong.
Ooh. Someone that think that?
Okay, this is way too fucking confusing. Why can't they just say winner? Now I have to scroll through all of them because apparently it started in like 1957. Can you just say the winner? Oh, Tanahashi. Tanahashi won.
Tanahashi won. Okay.
Tanahashi won against Kota Ibushi in a 35-minute match. Jesus Christ.
I gotta watch that now. What the fuck? See? No,
I wasn't even born at that time.
I think that's the match where Kota got hurt. So if you
well,
if you want to see that leg injury,
I don't want to see that. But yeah.
All right, let's see when this actually started happening.
When the fuck did it start?
I gotta scroll all the way to the top.
Professional wrestling. Never forget that. As much as Team SmackDown I am, I will always be there for fucking professional wrestling. And I know
1974 was the first one.
I was not born.
Jeez.
I was not born.
1974. God damn.
My dad was 14.
That's tough.
And this is the third time Okada won the climax.
Jeez. Yeah, you put Okada and Bryan on my screen. Oh my god. Why would you say that to me, Phil? Why would you now?
Well, listen, I just wanted to. I wanted to give you like an unbelievable match and see if you would actually watch it because, like I said, I didn't know if you would watch it because you just don't like AEW in that way.
I told you my issue with AEW are beyond any of y'all understanding. It's stuff that I have to figure out with, and that just requires me to watch it, which I don't feel like doing. So it's going to take a while. But I told you.
But if you don't watch it, then you can't get that stigma out of your head.
You can't. I try and I can't. It's hard, Phil. It's tough. It's tough.
Wednesday nights, 2 hours.
I know I'm here doing the podcast.
You watch Friday for 2 hours. Yes. What's wrong with Wednesday?
I have an emotional connection to SmackDown, and I have a contractual obligation.
You watch Raw for 3.
You think I want to, Phil? Have you watched my Raw streams? I'm falling asleep.
Did you watch NXT when it was on Wednesday for 2 hours?
Yes, I did. Actually, no, I didn't.
What's wrong?
No, I didn't. I'm lying. I didn't. I started getting back to NXT right before the rebrand. I ain't gonna lie to you. I started watching their matches. I didn't watch a full NXT show. When they were on the network, I didn't watch a full NXT show. No. It was
Okay,
like,
so if AEW just only had the matches, like let's say on their YouTube channel, and you didn't watch the show, but you only watched the matches that happen on that show, let's say on their YouTube channel, would you do it in that way?
I do watch the matches on YouTube. I watched that already. I mean, it's just they have certain things. Like I told you, the women's division. I'm interested in that. I feel like their women's division is doing a lot better than WWE is. That's why I have such interest in people like Tay Conti and Jay Cargill and fucking Kiera Hogan and people like that. It's just like I want to see them at the top of the fucking Britt Baker. I want to see people like them on the top of the card over there. If AEW had like a show only for the women, I probably would watch that. I'm trying to get more back into that aspect of it because I feel like I was shortchanged from all what WWE did with just making all their female wrestlers just sexy, just over sexualizing the bullshit. You feel me? So it's like when AEW is doing their stuff, I don't see them doing like I don't see them over sexualizing the women, you know. And I'm not gonna say I don't see them sports entertainment because AEW does the sports entertainment stuff from here to there too. Like I saw some crazy shit last week, but it was like whatever. But I mean, I don't have an
Listen, the Young Bucks had proton tanks on their backs. I don't know. They were Ghostbusters. They were the Ghostbusters.
That's what I saw. That's what I saw. It's either,
but that's like funny shit to me. That's not like the comedy that we're seeing like with the 24/7 title. That's never gonna work with me.
No, that shit isn't funny. No,
me like myself laughing at the Young Bucks just acting like idiots because they're the Ghostbusters all of a sudden. Like that's funny to me. Like
I was doing straight face like this. I was not jacking with that. I don't like that,
bro. Then kissing Adam Cole, like,
and Mikey Ruckus made that Ghostbusters theme in under an hour and a half because when he was making that theme, like earlier on in the day, his computer crashed. He lost half an hour of his progress, and then at 8:03 p.m. when he started working on it again at 7 o'clock, they had it ready for them. So Mikey Ruckus did a fantastic job on that theme, and that guy, he follows me on Twitter, so that's also just amazing. And then he made that theme for them. Like I said earlier, AEW has some stuff that they need to improve on. AEW is not a perfect show. I like their product, but they're not a perfect show. WWE, they're obviously not a perfect show, but they have some stuff that they can work on, and it's up to them to choose the initiative to go for it. I want to say this as the last thing because I know I might get a lot of heat for this, but I want to say this because of how everything went down. Jon Moxley, we all know how that situation went down. He put himself into that rehab facility to get the help that he needed for his alcoholism. Tony Khan put out a thread on Twitter. He had like 4 tweets about it. I don't know if you saw it, Loth, but
I saw
he pretty much said that, no, in a nutshell, he said, we support him, we support Renee in any way that we possibly can, and we appreciate that everybody is as well, and we appreciate the fact that everybody is respecting their privacy at this time. I'm telling you right now, and the fact that they mentioned it on AEW TV on the road to getting Miro into that shot to get to where he is now, facing Bryan Danielson at Full Gear, that's fine. They respected it, but they had to address it on TV. I'm telling you right now in WWE, if that's exactly what they did right there, if John put himself into that facility, there would be no recollection, there would be no mention, there would be nothing mentioned on WWE TV about this to anybody. nobody in the backstage would probably know. Nobody. Do you think WWE would put it anywhere in the script to say, oh yeah, Michael, say something about John and his situation? They would not do it.
Mm-mm.
They wouldn't do it. Now, why am I even saying this? I'm only saying this because at the end of the day, I think, and this goes on into the releases as well, because that's what I really want to get into here. They treated John and Renee like family. They did. And when they did the whole Brody Lee situation, when Brody Lee suddenly just sadly passed away and he just left us way too soon, they treated that like family too. That did not go out. That shit did not leak out until weeks after he passed away. They had an entire show dedicated to this man. They had 2 shows dedicated to this man, and one of them was just a few weeks ago. What did WWE for John Huber? Do you guys remember what he did to John? What they did for John? Because they did, and then like what they usually do when it comes to their stuff. In memory of John Huber, they had that little video package that they usually do for people that pass away in their company, and then that was it.
It wasn't even a video package. It was just a slide that said.
They just had the little slide saying in memory of him, and that was it.
And that was it.
Xavier was, I believe, well, the New Day were together at this point. They had all 3 of them together at this point in time. Xavier, Biggie, and Kofi had their little references on their attires. They said some things in their promo about it, and that was it. The New Day were the only people on that night to say anything about John Huber or Luke Harper. They were the only people. WWE now, when it came to those 18 releases, they legitimately didn't give a fuck about them. They didn't give a shit about their family. They did not give a fuck about any of their well-being. Keith Lee, and I feel so bad for this man because like you said, Loth, in your video, when you were talking about Keith Lee, how he was fighting for his life to get back on TV. Legitimately fighting back for his life to get back on TV. And now when they gave him a new gimmick, 2 weeks later, he's gone. And then not even 5 minutes later, they release his wife as well. Or soon-to-be wife. They don't give a shit about your family. They don't. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your family. They don't give a shit about your well-being. I think AEW knows what it's like to have family versus business. They know how people should be treated at the end of the day when it comes to family. And then at the end of the day, they are your business, but they're human beings. So give them a chance, give them the proper give them a proper time to grieve, to get them where they need to be, and then where they're ready to come back, they can.
Yeah.
I don't know where all this came from, but I just needed to put that out there. WWE and AEW are the 2 companies right now where people want to go or people want to just stay away from. I know a lot of people in the independent scene, and they say, look, we'd love to go to WWE because that's been the dream for my entire pro wrestling career, to go to WWE. I don't think I want to go to AEW because there's so many people over there right now. I think I'd be lost in the shuffle, which is completely understandable. But then I also know people from there that say, I don't want to go to WWE because A, the horror stories, and B, what makes me think that I'm going to survive over the next few months because they just released 18 people. They released 5 people today and they were executives in Stanford.
And they said every 6 months they're releasing more NXT wrestlers.
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, I don't want to go to WWE. Maybe AEW might be the best place for me, but yeah, like other people said, there's a lot of people over there right now. I just don't want to be lost in the shuffle. So I'm like, all right, if you don't want to get lost in the shuffle, but you don't want to work in WWE, independent wrestling is probably, if not the best that it's ever been. GCW was a nothing company, and now where is it? Possibly one of the top 4 companies in all the states. I say 4 because Impact is still a thing.
And they're on their way back.
And they're on their way back up. Trust me. Lewis was the first guy that got me back into it. And now, like I said, independent wrestling is probably one of the best things going right now. And it 2021, we are winning when it comes to professional wrestling, but when it comes to the type of professional wrestling you want, that's the only kind of thing that you have to figure out. And at the end of the day, if you don't want to watch AEW, that's perfectly fine. I don't force anybody to watch the shows over here. I don't.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it, you can. If you don't, that's okay. But it's just a matter of what you just want in your professional wrestling, and that's what it really is all about at the end of the day. And I just hope that, and I know you respect everybody's opinions on here. I respect yours. You respect mine. We respect everybody's here. But it's just a matter of, hey, this is the world of professional wrestling that we're in right now, and just how everything is going to go down in the near future. So I hope everybody did not mind my little. It wasn't a rant, but I just had to get that out there because there were just some things that ever since Thursday happened with the 18 superstars getting released and more executives and all that stuff, I've just heard some things that I had to address and just had to get off my chest and all that. So I hope everybody did not mind that, but just thoughts on how everything went down over the past few days, because I know everybody has their own opinions when it comes to this. I just want to let everybody at least have their chance to speak before we get the hell out of here.
You got it, Nate.
I didn't mean to go for that long. I just needed to say what I needed to say.
No, you good. Like I was also thinking about like the story that Nia Jax put out there as well, talking about like her mental health and stuff, and the real reason why she got released, it wasn't due to non-vaccination. It was due to her trying to get her mental health right, and she was set to return actually next week. And
November 15th.
Yeah, she was set to return November 15th, and next thing you know, boom, she's gone. So, and then also the same thing with Bray Wyatt. We all know what happened with Bray Wyatt. He decided to leave, to cope over John Huber's death, and WWE didn't really care about it, and boom, released. So, but yeah, other than that, man, it's just crazy out here how WWE really don't care about folks at all. But besides all of that, you already know Nate the Great. Keep the love, stop the hate, and yeah, TikTok is in the description. That's pretty much it.
It's been a cool episode. Releases, nobody's safe. Especially, y'all can follow me at TikTok at Z Sports Kid. Y'all can go check out my YouTube channel ZTV. We got an episode. I think November 23rd. Yeah. Thank you for having me, Phil.
No problem. Have a good night, then. Well, if you have anything else to You got anything else to say, my man, Wolf, before we get the hell out of here?
Hey, I want all y'all to realize something. As much as we may favor a certain brand, or I'll speak for myself, I favor a certain brand over the other. The main thing I want is just good professional wrestling, good stories, just good matches. This was the first love I had before basketball, before anything. This shit here was just back in, I don't know, what was it, 2005? I started watching wrestling, not really knowing what the fuck was going on, but
It was the escape that we had.
yeah, I had like 100 fucking action figures, and I had the big ring and the Hell in a Cell. That was my life. I built my personality about that, around that in middle school. Like, I remember, I tell people about the Joker Sting. I built my personality with this professional wrestling shit. And when I saw Jeff, and I used to paint my face just in the house randomly, just because that shit was just fucking cool. And I would go and meet wrestlers and go to shows, and that shit was just it was good. So when I see things like the company that I grew up loving so much constantly telling me that they don't care anymore, it hurts. When I see AEW going out there and picking up the details that WWE used to pick up, they don't pick up anymore. As much as I don't like watching the show sometimes, I have to acknowledge what they're doing, because they're doing what is meant to be done. They're doing a good job. They're doing a great job. So it's just like, in Impact too, because I fell off Impact ever since they like changed from like Global Force Wrestling, whatever the hell they were calling it. When they changed that, I stopped, and I was watching Impact during its whole prime, and Impact was better than Raw and better than SmackDown at the time, So watching that reemerge is another great feeling for me. But the main thing, I just want professional wrestling. I just want good professional wrestling, and I want the people who are backstage and building all this shit to act like they really care about their fans. And I see only out of the three prominent brands, which are WWE, AEW, and Impact, only two of them seem like they care. And the one that I thought would care the most, the one that I grew up watching, the one that I built my whole personality around, the one that I had posters and shirts and shit, to see that they
Is not one of the two.
Yeah, they're not it anymore. And is it completely done? I don't think so. I just think there's in a really, really, really dark period now, and it's annoying because we have really good parts and really long stretches of bad parts. So it's just, there should be no reason I'm way interested in I'm way more interested in a 15-minute Roman Reigns segment than 3 hours of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
There should be no reason why I'm more awake for Jeff Hardy having a segment with Aaliyah backstage than I am for 3 hours of Monday Night Raw, when that used to be must-see television, So it's just, that's all I want, man. Whatever brand that you love, just try not to be a loyalist to one brand, because there's so many good wrestlers. I was very skeptical of AEW when it first came out, and if it wasn't for these guys here and everyone who was outside the brand, I would not be watching AEW, because they really pushed me, especially Phil. He really pushed me to watch it, and even though it's not completely connected in my brain,
I don't force it. I just say, hey, man, there's some things here I think you would like.
And he was right. I saw so much shit in here that I freaking love, and it's like it's great, But that's all I want. I do a professional wrestling, what I'm saying? Just try not to be a loyalist to one brand, because there's so much good stuff out there, and don't pull one brand down because you like the other. You can do a joke. Your jokes and shit. Get your jokes off if you feel like it, but don't be actually serious and in your attacks on another brand or another person because they prefer another brand. And stop. And one more thing, stop taking this shit so seriously. Just not off of like your love for wrestling, but calling people racist, calling people out their name, calling people out their family shit. Don't disrespect people just because of a differentiating opinion. Don't go behind a screen on your phone or your laptop, whatever your device of choice is, of your choices and decide that you want to personally attack somebody because they didn't like a match. Don't do that, because it's not that serious. It's all a form of entertainment, whatever, how you classify professional wrestling, sports entertainment, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's still entertainment for wrestling fans. That's all it is. You know, you don't have to take it to the heart. You don't have to cry and scream about it. It's not that, you know. It's just it's a TV show that we grow to love. And if you can separate that from real life shit, like real life shit that people aren't talking about on their TikToks, real life shit that people are going through, real life shit that happens between a 3-hour window on Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays. When you take away that shit and you realize that there's people's lives as soon as they turn off their phone, as soon as they turn off USA or Fox or TNT or TBS, whatever the fuck you're watching on, that's when you realize that this shit, as much as we love it, it never should be that serious to where you are taking it to heart, you know, especially if someone is just doesn't like a certain match or doesn't like a certain wrestler. There's no reason to do that. There's real life shit that is happening. There's real life shit that's going on. There's real life shit that will happen in your life that will have nothing to do with this, you know. So you have to learn to separate that stuff from your real life and just treat people with kindness with this shit, because at the end of the day, we all love wrestling here. You know, there's no reason for us to be tearing each other down just because one likes something that the other doesn't. You know, and if y'all ever catch me being too aggressive with somebody, someone says, I'll go back and forth with the Jeff Hardy shit. That's just, I think Jeff Hardy is the greatest human ever. But y'all know I put my cards on the table when I'm out here.
Yeah,
but it'll never be on no serious shit. I'll never threaten anyone's life or their family or no shit like that, because it's not that deep, you know. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all stay safe out here. Crazy.
It was actually funny that you said TBS and like your like TNT, TBS, USA, Fox or anything like that, because it's funny that you said TBS because AEW is moving to TBS on January 5th.
I know. I heard that. So actually, they're going to be over.
Dynamite's moving to TBS and Rampage is staying on TNT because as of right now, they're not moving away from the 10 o'clock slot anytime soon. So that's the only reason why they're staying with TNT for Rampage. But Dynamite will be moving to TBS on January 5th. I'm pretty damn sure I have TBS. If I don't have TBS, I'm gonna have to figure something out. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have it, but I still gotta figure that out before January 5th. Loth is probably looking at it right now. Do I have TBS? Do I have it?
I'm gonna get it. If I don't have it, I'm lucky by that membership. Shit.
But But guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. If we do the video on just talking about the releases, going in depth about everybody, we'll probably do that tomorrow. If we don't, we'll just see you on Monday. Just so you know, if you want a quick synopsis on how everything, about how we feel about every single person, it just sucks. At the end of the day, it just sucks. Everybody knows that it sucks, and everybody has said that it sucked. We just hope that they find work, and they find work soon. Some of them have 30-day no-compete clauses. Some of them have 90-day. But regardless, the people that they released are big enough names to know that listen, Taya Valkyrie is going to find work. Karrion Kross is obviously going to find work. Keith Lee, obviously going to find work. Trey Baxter, he's an Impact guy. I fully expect him to be an Impact guy, but he's already booked for an independent wrestling show in the next 30 days. So it was not hard for him to find work. So there you go. Ember Moon, I'm going to be shocked if AEW doesn't call her in the next 90 days or so. They're going to find work. They're going to find work. It just sucks that people have to lose their jobs. And that's how we all feel here. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe not if tomorrow. We'll see you guys Monday. Peace out. Have a good night.